Hi, my name is Andy. I'm the owner of Alps Workshop and Studio, and today I want to show you how to make a knee brace for an oak porch with a rustic oak effect. So first we need to draw the lines to give us a radius. So at this workshop, because it's so long, it's relatively easy to stretch out a long piece of rope. At the moment I've got about 16 feet of radius, and that's given me a nice 4-inch wide gentle curve for this knee brace. Having cut the piece of timber on the bandsaw, I now have a gentle curve on the first piece. Which we will transfer to the second piece, keeping it with the curve following the natural lines of the bend. Place them on top of each other so that they line up, and transfer the marks. Then I can return to the bandsaw and cut the second one. The next phase is to use the Festool planer with the rustic head attachment fitted to put in the dimpled or hand-hewn effect that we're looking for in our porch. When fitting the rough head planer, it's important that you ensure that you have the guard fitted to stop the planer depth from altering from being in the 0 position, otherwise it will destroy the planer. And it's also important to make sure that the small washer is fitted to ensure that the planer does not catch on the guard. I'll just turn the planer on and then I shall show you. We fit all of our power tools to dust extraction in the workshop to try and keep the dust down, which is obviously just a very good idea for health and safety. This process is really just about passing over the wood in random directions. If you want very tiny dimples, then you just literally drop the planer on. If you want longer dimples, then you just pass the planer over the wood in little short bursts. Just a question of being as random as possible. Here you can see the effect being passed onto the wood. When we get to this point, I just change over to the orbital planer. So here I have a pretty rough grit, 80 grit sanding disc, again connected to the dust extraction, and I just work my way into the dimples. Here you can see the effect is now beginning to look very appealing. It's much smoother now, but it still has the lovely textured dimple finish. And to finish off, I just use a draw knife. The draw knife is a very traditional carpentry tool with a very sharp edge, and it's used for shaping wood, particularly on the curve, and particularly for taking the arris off. First you need to examine the grain, and when the grain goes down into the wood, the draw knife will catch and follow the grain, so you need to work with the grain coming away. Here is an example of the grain in the wood. You can see it catching, whereas if I work in the other direction, it pairs away nicely. So there you have the draw knife, a very easy tool to use. and achieves a very beautiful hand hewn effect.